welcome to L Trigger TV. I'm Landon, and I'm reacting to Attach Retires from competitive Call of Duty. I'm gonna make this a one-off, try to make very little cuts, try to give the raw, real reaction to all of this. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. Oh, before we get into it, should I do red lights for phase for my boy Attach? I think we're gonna do red lights. All right, here we go.
This is where it all started.
Shipment.
18 years ago is when I got my first Call of Duty game, COD 4 Modern Warfare. And
The best
I was,
game, by the way.
playing it at a friend's house.
The best
Only
game.
one shipment, and I just knew how to get it. Using the MP5 Iron Sight, the M16 Red Dot, and I was just like, wow, this is the best game of all time.
Attach nose ball.
Mom
Attach.
Mom Attach. My son is Dillon Attach Price. I do know that after one day after baseball practice, he went over to his friend's house, and his friend introduced him to Call of Duty. He fell in love. He came home and he asked for a game console, and from that point on, he was hooked.
That's really what started it all. And I eventually learned about game battles, watched the MLG stream, I think it was like a nationals tournament or something, saw there was teams playing in person, but I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and that's when I knew I wanted to become a professional Call of Duty player.
Welcome to the 2008 National Championships pregame show.
I was on the Xbox 360 all day, every day. There was even at times when my parents put a thing that had like a timer, and it only a certain key.
We all had
at
those
one
parents.
time. When that box would stop working, it would automatically shut down the Xbox 360. When I was seeing that number count down to 0, it was the most frustrating times ever. And I would go to school, think about COD, think about ways I could get out of school to go home and play COD.
Nah, for real. Hey, not for real. But I went to school 7th grade through maybe 6th grade through until I graduated. And I was drawing maps at school, writing down plays. I was making clans. Me and my homies were just in love with the shit. So yeah, relatable as fuck. I love this man. This man is dope as hell.
He had to get his homework done. He had to maintain at least a B average in order for him to play the game after school.
I would try to get myself sick. I would not wear socks when it's cold out. Go put my tile floors. Try to do everything I can do to not have to go to school or get out of school. There would be times where I would have a sore throat, and I would write on a piece of paper and show my parents and say, I can't speak right now because my throat's so messed up. So I was literally always dedicated to Call of Duty and wanting to play video games. World at War came around, and that's when I started going to my friend's house. We play like 2v2 GBs. I bring my Xbox over there, and that's when we started like climbing the ranks in on game battles. And I guess lowering your rank because you always want the lowest GB rank possible. And then MW2 comes out, and
Bruh, who remembers the GB ranks? Oh my god, why don't they bring it back? Game battles were everything, man, and that rank meant everything to you. I'm pretty sure I was like 30k. Not great. But dude, after I got to there, I was like, bruh, I'm going pro. Holy shit.
actually in MW2, that's when I entered or bought credits, or my parents bought credits for me to enter a tournament. I still remember to this day. It was a free-for-all tournament, and I was playing on high rise. It was a rainy day outside. I was like, oh, it's a rainy day. This is my element. I lost the tournament. I didn't do anything. I don't even remember if I got past round 1 or anything.
Same.
I'd have my mom's camera as GB proof too, to when people would leave games. So I have some clips from like God 4, World at War, MW2 talking where I'm just like, hey guys,
See, Manchester's care package. Care packages are not allowed.
you left the game after I was beating. Like, it was so bad being a squeaker. It's not fun. And then Black Ops 1 comes out, and that's actually when I went to my first event.
thought we was gonna get some Black Ops 1 clips.
I remember the first time I showed up to the Anaheim Convention Center in 2011 to watch Black Ops 1. I was just spectating. Some of my friends from my hometown and we came out and watched just Call of Duty. The first time I ever been to a major event. Oh, I think I'm literally in this video. Wait, watch.
I can't decide if people are listening.
Is this like hypercrew.com?
Yeah!
Yeah? There you go. Good stuff.
What the fuck? Little baby attached. Look at the tall socks.
And the purple shirt.
That's crazy.
Right there.
Oh my.
That's crazy.
We actually gotta add that in the video. Look, right, just down there. Right down there.
As now Assassin taking down Rambo, left up to Assassin down to a 1-on-3.
Wow, Assassin's gonna have to do some serious work here.
There we go, the Black Ops 1 clips.
Still a possibility.
Fear was playing Optic. Assassin touched like a 1v4 or something. You can see me in my teal shirt standing up.
He's going to be able to peek out there. He's been able to get a spot. And versus 3 comes a big Assassin says, this is my situation. 20 seconds.
The fact that I can come to this event and get to watch it and see the professionals play on main stage, see the side stations as well, made me fall in love even more with the Call of Duty community, with competitive Call of Duty, and just made sure that I knew that I wanted to do this in my future and become a professional player one day.
Bro, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got chill bumps. I've got goosebumps like a motherfucker.
Just some GB matches, but then COD XP was going on, so all the teams were going to COD XP.
Welcome to Call of Duty XP. We are at one of the largest tournaments ever for Call of Duty.
That was the first like $1 million tournament, and to see people win that much money at that time, I was like, wow, this is like a real career. I would have to try and convince my parents to let me go to tournaments, and you know, they're not having any of that. I'm doing everything I can. I'm writing out contracts for them. If I get good grades and go to all my sports practices and all that, you'll let me go to a tournament. They're like, absolutely not. You're not flying to Ohio or Texas to go play Call of Duty. That's just not happening. Maybe you get older.
My parents too.
After MW3 came out, that's when I actually went to my first local LAN.
A friend of his introduced him to local LANs. You know, they were small tournaments.
Played against some pros for the first time. Placed pretty well in the free-for-all, the 2v2 and the 4v4. I think we got second in the 4v4.
He went to a couple and won.
It was awesome to just get out there and play, get my name out there, and really get my first LAN experience. And that's when, at that moment, I was like, wow, I could actually do this. Like, I could be really good. But then the biggest thing, which probably started this all, was I'm playing League of Legends at my desk in this room, on my laptop. I get a text or a call from my friend Kalani at the time. They're fourth sketched for Anaheim. He knew I lived in California, so he hit me up. He's like, yo, do you want to come play at MLG Anaheim? And I was like, yes, I would love to play at MLG Anaheim, because I've been waiting for it, but I was going to miss only event I could travel to, because usually back then, like, my parents weren't going to let me fly to other places.
So he asked one day if I would be able to drive him down to a tournament. And
I've got chill bumps, dude.
I said yes, as long as you do your homework. I said I'll take you.
That one text message, that one opportunity to just show up to an event with the team the day before, literally changed everything and just catapulted my career helped me rise to be a professional player. Just going there, playing well, meeting other top amateurs and some semi-pros at the time. It's crazy to think about it. Just a text message 12 years ago. A text message 12 years ago.
My family will not stop making noises. What are you banging on? What are you banging on that's so important right now? I'm trying to watch Attach retire. Damn.
Really changed everything in my life. So MLG Anaheim, where it all started, it was pretty insane how we met.
Yeah, honestly, like,
thinking back on it, it couldn't have been written like any different way. Like, what are the chances of that? We end up going to the tournament. Someone on your team was friends with my teammate.
Yeah.
And then they all, like everyone did at events back then, everyone's friends are in one hotel room in one area.
Everyone actually hung out back then.
Yeah, we got introduced to each other, started talking, whatever, and I found, you're like, yeah, I'm from LA too. I was like, I'm from LA. What the hell? No other players from LA. What are you talking about? And then he's like, yeah, I live in Moore Park. I said, what? I live in Calabasas. What's going on over here? I was like, there's another gamer that lives right next to me. And then from then on, we just became homies because I was my
We were kind of like just forced to be friends just because back then I didn't know. I was like, there's no way there's any other gamers near me. Like, I thought I was the only gamer in the state of California pretty much.
Same.
And I was like, wait, this guy goes to a high school that is kind of like a rival high school that plays each other in sports.
Exactly.
That's crazy. And then we were kind of just like meant to be friends after that. Like you found someone that actually plays Call of Duty, not only game battles, but MLG, Black Ops 2, scrimming, like.
Me going to school was actually a really fun, cool day. It was a rally day on a Friday. This one day was pretty cool. And at the rally, they called me out and said some cool things about me. So you guys are going to see that in this video. And as always, hope you guys enjoy.
That's crazy.
And after so many years, over a decade, to be back here and
What are we banging on? That was a crazy edit.
So many years, over a decade, to be back here and just be in this gym where there were so many memories. Of course, when I was a senior, winning the world championship, and my friends chanting my name, the whole school cheering for me. It was incredible. But that's the end of that chapter. Before, when I first started my freshman year, no one except for my close friends who I would play Call of Duty with knew I was playing Call of Duty.
And we would see each other like around at like other high school parties or whatever, and people would be mind blown like, how do you guys know each other? Because at that time it was like a secret that no one knew you were a gamer, you know. So we would be like, yeah, we know each other from Little League. I can't even name one position in baseball. We know each other in Little League.
Lamar doesn't even know how many players are on the diamond of baseball.
Exactly.
But yeah, it was always funny. Like, yeah, how you know each other? Yeah, we just know each other. Like, bro, we're just boys. Nothing with Call of Duty. It's like, all right, peace out, actors. And going into Ghost, which would be my junior year, I was like a semi-pro.
You got put onto like the top AM circle.
Yeah, I got onto like the semi-pro top AM circle.
Yeah. And everyone just realized like, wait, who's this attached kid? I'm like, yeah, that's my shooter right there. Y'all don't know about him. And then he just made a name for himself there. Got picked up on the good teams with like the other top AMs at the time, and just took flight. And wow, I'm thinking back on it too. Remember when we went to Philly and Ghost? My dad flew with us.
Attach and Slasher, and Attach is the one you don't want to be against in this situation, as he is playing so well for Elevate right now.
Is this rolling? Oh, hell yeah.
The Bosch!
Zuma, 11 kills, 5 deaths.
4 and 23, baby.
10 kills, 5 deaths. I think Attach may pass him.
Yeah, you were an AR player at the time too, right? Like you were.
I think at the beginning of Ghost I was, but then I became a sub.
Yeah, you transitioned into a sub, but I remember you as like a main AR player, like initially, like when you were first coming up, and you were like the young guy too.
But anyways, we are going into round 11 here, and we have Optic on the defense here.
And then that's the event where you like really made a name for yourself. I remember watching you beat Optic.
This is for the tournament live. Able to go in big. The 2 players slide directly to his right. Goes in for the it's not there. Where's he at?
He's on the outside.
Right there. And there it is. Optic, ladies and gentlemen, being eliminated from this tournament.
Baby Attach. Waving him off.
First pro placing in Ghost in January 4th. I beat Optic, placed top 8, came back to school, and everything's acting like normal.
After Optic beat me, they eliminated us, and I watched.
I had to get your get back.
Yeah, that's my dog right there. And like that's when everyone started realizing like who Attach was. And that's what it was crazy to watch how quick the come up was from there to that moment. Like was this, and everything changed from there.
Look at those KDs. Attach is a main slayer. Attach is such a good player. I've seen with him on Curse Youth before.
I went to X Games last year as well.
Young
and
Zinni.
That was actually the event where I think I signed my first autograph at X Games.
Attach is gonna get a kill. That's the ace for Attach this round. He's all smiles in the booth.
Obviously, they can't wall bang that. That was like a big thing too.
Go now, go now, go now, go now.
Don't risk that.
You can't wall bang it. You can't wall bang it.
Yo, your teammates were fucking assholes, and one of them was Tony.
Attach!
Are you a
Attach, you
dumbass?
could've choked. Dude, Attach just choked.
Oh my god, Attach, you just choked. No shit. No shit, I choked.
Hey,
Make matters worse, I'm 2-8.
2014 Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox.
That Champs was in LA at this time. So we went, I don't know where we got these fake IDs made from, but we got fake IDs to sneak into COD Champs 2014.
You had to be 18.
Yeah, not just to play, to spectate, you had to be 18.
Yeah.
Cap is gonna have a few
I
plays.
knew that Dillon would be very skilled at playing COD because
And Attach is gonna finish up 12-0, a flawless game from him.
he went 12-0. So he did not die one time. That was pretty cool to watch.
I joined Rise towards the end of the year, and we got a couple top placings.
Who's got the best? Oh, there's a knife. It's Attach with 3. He's gonna win one more gunfight. He's gonna win it. The kid's a freak.
There's the knife fight. We've talked about this young player, how talented he is.
People are getting fake IDs to go out to the club. We're getting fake IDs to go to a gaming tournament. You know,
There's dedication.
there's levels to this.
AW comes out.
Yep.
We start teaming in AW.
This is where things get interesting.
This is where
Yeah.
things get crazy because it's
Transition from there, fast forwarding to what happens next is like a crazy moment in my life to think about.
Prophecy gets the 6.
I just need y'all to excuse the bangs and the booms. For some reason, my family likes to just slam shit for no reason.
One win in a game 5 set Detroit to beat them out.
Huge comeback by Prop. Just a cooling series out of them. I mean, we had
But then, getting second in pools led us to play Optic, winners round 1, and I think that's the best time to play them before they get fired up and start their run. And being able to play them there is potentially what won us that tournament.
Hey guys, it's day 2 of the 2015 Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox.
This lead out to 15 points, has one pushing, able to clean that up. That was 3 down in a matter of seconds for Optic.
They cut this flag, and that's gonna be 4-1 to Denial. With 35 seconds left, Denial seal the deal. Attached with some phenomenal flag plays.
When we went to the championship, I did not understand the magnitude of that tournament.
Yo, this is insane.
This is crazy. This is like a movie.
Literally, like we snuck in last
Bro,
year.
Attach
We
and
couldn't
Clay.
we weren't even allowed to step foot in the venue. The next year.
Attach and Zuma
I'm
is the
watching my
duo
boy
that I
play
remember,
the
but
grand
Attach and
finals
Clay
in the
and
same venue
Zuma.
on that same stage that we just watched. Yeah, that's crazy.
That was my first ever tournament I won. And to go out there, win a ring was crazy.
It was his first tournament victory. So I said, yay, he finally won a tournament. I did not realize that it was
The tournament.
after the fact.
I come back, I start doing the school vlogs because everyone knows now. Like I just won the world championship. I have a couple videos where I'm wearing my jersey to school, just hanging out with my friends.
Clay and Attach at the time had just won champs.
Chill
You were
bumps, bro.
insane. Clay was insane.
Fucking
so
chill
I was
bumps.
Like, dude, the best duo in the game's knocking at my door, like trying to play with me. I'm like, yeah, we were trying to make a team that was like really good to the point where we can actually go to these events and compete with the dynasty. Yeah, the rest is history after that, man. I mean, we made that team and then we won, what, 3 out of the next 4
Let's
events?
find out. FaZe are gonna take the UFG Dallas Grand Final 3-0.
Have the graduation vlog. I have, of course, the one where we're in this gym when my friends are chanting denials. So
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new champion. FaZe proves that the last land was not a fluke. They topple. Seconds remaining. Krim is going to get finished. FaZe will take your season 3 championship.
to be able to come back here and reflect is an amazing feeling now that I actually know what was going on. Because when you're 18, you're just doing stuff. You're just living life and doing whatever you want to do. Yeah, I didn't really know where it was going to take me. but it was just something I feel like I needed to do. And I feel like this was a once in a lifetime experience to be able to compete at the highest level and do it from such a young age that I just had to make the most of it.
Denial replays. As you guys know, me, FaZe Attach, my team, Clayster.
Guys, I had a really good time playing AW for the most part. I'm sure a lot of you guys did too. I know a lot of you guys did not like it, but Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is coming out, so and I'm very excited. I have very high hopes for that game. I'm so excited. Like, I don't even want to talk about it.
And after that, we go into Black Ops 3. That year was.
We were good online. We were good online in that year, but.
Well, I mean, a lot of people. I think a lot of people wanted us to change that year. They wanted us to make roster changes, but like we weren't bad. Like we would play every day, we would scrim, and we were a good team. Like we were competing with the top teams. It just didn't land for us at events. So when it mattered most, we just didn't clutch up, and we just didn't.
That's the team I remember though.
We just believed in each other, honestly.
Clay, Zuma, Attach, Enable. That's the team. That's probably my favorite team of them.
I feel like, especially now, right? I feel like back in the day, I'd probably say we probably should have changed. You know, like I think that was a mistake on our part. But I mean, now you see it now. Like you get like 1 or 2 months if you're not performing, you know,
that's it.
You can dig yourself a hole, right? So you have to make changes quick. But Black Ops 3 is kind of where like it spiraled a little bit. You know what I mean?
We're moving to a team house, Austin, Texas.
Yeah, dude.
My first time moving out.
Yeah, honestly,
The crib.
good times, but also bad times. Put
Scrim AOG,
EG.
But listen, this is the grind after the grind. The grind you don't
God,
see.
I remember this vlog.
You know, Clay every once in a while would come out his room.
He
You know,
was never
you know,
out.
Clay was to himself that year.
Bro, I literally leave my room maybe once a day.
We're in Columbus, Ohio, because we just got third at playoffs. And I remember we're in a circle, like the team and some other people, probably like Tommy, maybe Ricky, and like some other like people from FaZe. We're not saying we're gonna make a change, but don't be surprised if we do make a
The
change.
turret.
No one, take it personal or anything.
Yeah, no bad blood and
'cause
stuff.
we just wanted to win at that point. We're tired of getting second and third throughout
We
the whole year.
thought it'd be better for everybody to make a change.
Yeah.
So even if one of us went somewhere else, you know, like it'd just be better for us all. You know what I mean?
But then we made our change to get gunless. In our first match, we're playing Envy. We go game 5 on throwback S&D. I think I have like 16 or 17. We end up losing. And then I know Gunless was freaking out after we lost to MV2. So then I think our team was just kind of like whatever. Like,
Yeah, Gunless tends to do that from time to time.
Big Pierce. But
Yeah, big thing.
Crowder or Chris had been retired at the time.
Yeah.
And then we also pick up Preston, Priesta.
Yep.
He was really good at IW. He got banned out of Pro 8s.
We were so bad online that we didn't make it to the pools, and we had to play through open bracket, and then we went on LAN. We made the greatest open bracket run of all time.
This level of talent rising out of the open bracket under the red banner of FaZe Clan. This does not happen. We don't ever get to see open bracket teams like this make it all the way to the closing moments of Championship Sunday. FaZe Clan, despite all the hate and doubters when this roster
Damn, what happened to them dudes?
online performance has carried them this far.
I don't even remember their names.
It was the best team in the game. They won MLG Dallas. They won NOLA. Everyone knew they were the best team in the game. We played them round 1. We get 3-0'd.
Yeah.
Like, yo. And this is bad. So we start.
Young
round
Kenny.
1. I remember this. This is a whole crazy drama. I don't know how much has been really talked about, but we literally made a roster change that night of we lost.
After we 3-0'd them, the deal was done, sealed, wrapped. We were just gonna finish the weekend out, and then
What are we banging on?
FaZe, and that was gonna be our team for the rest of the season.
I think Chris and Preston heard about it, and rumor just spreads quick. It spread like wildfire. So like, I remember the next day we're at the Columbus Studios. That's where the tournament was. We go to the pro lounge, so we all sit down, and you give us this speech. And you're like,
Listen, no pressure. Like obviously there's rumors floating around, and obviously there's shit happening right now. But I mean, we know what we're capable of. Like we know what we can do. Like we know we can win this, right? Like if we just take it one match at a time. But let's just have some fun and like enjoy ourselves and like just relax a little bit. Like no pressure.
In the game 5, FaZe Clan knocked out. He's gonna get touched. 3 seconds. Replays. FaZe Clan clutch up.
And man, did that shit work? Cause we went crazy after that. Man, we went crazy.
The comeback seems to be dead. The comeback seems to be dead. He runs through his own artillery. He runs through
Oh
his own
my
artillery.
god, I remember this shit.
The next day and learn how to play Call of Duty.
Here's the gunfight. Attach is able to win it. It's all on Scump now. It's all on Scump, and he
As a green waller.
FaZe Clan get the victory. We're going to another game 5. It's Priest working on the ace to close this out. Scum sitting through mid-map, doesn't have time to work with. And FaZe Clan for the first time since the Season 3 playoffs of Advanced Warfare in 2015 are your champions.
I was sitting there, I was like, I don't know. Should I be happy or mad? Like, I'm happy my boy won, but I'm also kind of mad because I know it would have been better for all of us if it went the other way. But that was like another legendary moment for you. You got immortalized at that time, like with running through the artillery, and you won like I think Esports Player of the Year for that. I mean, that's gonna live on in Call of Duty history forever. That run and that moment and that play, like everyone's gonna remember that. That's one of your many immortalized moments, which is kind of crazy.
Obviously, GG Stop the Gaming, an amazing team, and it was pretty crazy what we did. Tommy and I could actually win together, surprisingly. Preston, I don't know who he is or how he got on FaZe, and Chris, he's a decent AR. I would consider him a decent AR.
We showed so much resilience through it all, you know, that like I don't know how we did that, honestly.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the first game of knockout played to commence. Team Envious versus FaZe Clan.
So we go to champs. We lose. I think we get reverse swept by Envy. Winners round 1.
Oh no! Restaurant and FaZe are falling. It's attached. A 1v4 to stay in the winners bracket.
Crossover towards the A-bomb site. Even a member here, Classic, as he finds the kill. That's it. Done and dusted is FaZe Clan. It's Envy complete the reverse sweep.
It is do or die for FaZe Clan. Game 5.
We're down 1-5.
Yep.
We're down 1-5.
This is nuts. I always bring up this game 5 because I went crazy that map, and I always bring it up because it went all the way down to around 11.
And Chino, he falls. FaZe Clan forces the round 11.
I remember before that, because we brought it back. I remember saying before that, I was like, I don't care what happens after this. I love you guys.
Yeah, you did say that.
Chris walks into like A-bomb or something to the 10 building. He gets hit marker. He gets I got hit marker. And I go, nice. I was like, thank you.
Oh, he couldn't do it, and Zuma gets first blood.
And then I think you get a first blood, and we end up winning that. And I just remember that moment.
He's gonna force the 1v. Does he get it? He cannot. And FaZe Clan makes the comeback and wins the round 11 to progress on to play United. Wow.
Like we were so hype on that stage.
The famous picture.
Yeah,
of like
I was
us
like
screaming and
we were screaming. Oh my god, that was.
Bro, after that moment, in my head, I thought we won champs. I'm like, dude, we're top 3 now. Like, we just made the craziest comeback. Like, we're doing it again.
Top 4. We were top 4.
Or top 4. It was giving me season 1 vibes.
Yeah.
To where like I'm like, there's no way we're losing this.
I think we go 3-1 game 5.
Yeah.
And they ended up coming back and losing.
No replays go down. And there's the pick from Kenny. Team Caliber will progress through to the grand finals of the Call of Duty World Championship.
That would have been
R.I.P. Pharaoh.
That would have been my ring, man.
Oh my god.
F3.
That's probably the one of the most heartbreaking events ever.
Whereas FaZe Clan on this fine Sunday afternoon, they've been the Heartbreak Kids. They take down United 3-0 fashion after that miraculous comeback a match before against Team Envious. You got to figure these guys, they're just riding one huge wave of momentum right now.
I was devastated after that.
That was
like that one was like that one like stung for a little while.
Yeah.
You know, it still stings now a little bit, but like I mean, it is what it is. Like you know, over it. Like
I gave my boy an alley-oop. I gave him an alley-oop. He didn't get a ring.
I fumbled it.
He didn't get a ring.
I fumbled it. Damn. Don't remind me, bro.
That's crazy. I'm like, all right, whatever. At least if I'm not gonna win champs and get my second ring, my boy's gonna win champs and get his second ring. Get slammed in finals.
Yeah.
We had the Black Ops 4 year. We ended up stop teaming. That year was a wash, really.
Now it is time. Evil Geniuses versus United. It all starts right now.
Up 2-1, you won the 1v1 versus the BZ. Map 3 to win map 3.
Bomb go top. He gets the damage in. He can't finish it. It's accuracy with the RK7. Are you kidding me?
I won the 1v1.
Excuse me, that was mind banging.
Dominating in map 4, bro. Oh my
Dunk, bro. Why are you trying to win the game?
Yo, I got blue. I'm cracking. I'm cracking. I'm aiming.
United. It's a revenge tour right now for Evil Geniuses. 10 seconds away.
Ready. Like we're gonna win on this hill. And then,
boom, a grab slam just comes, kills me, kills the other guy. So it was like wasted grab slam.
From moving on to our winner, Sammy Apathy continues with the slam. United can get it to a map 5 here. There's no contest, and United with the comeback.
But then we ended up just choking that map really bad. We would have.
This is my favorite team with Clayster, is the United Clayster team. Besides the original Ghosts, not original Ghosts, but the best Ghost team ever. Clay, Proofy, Scump, and Nade. Oh no, not Clay waving him by.
But Joe, what a series it was.
So bad.
That was really bad.
Because then
that's one of the worst chokes in cottage street.
Yeah. Just,
for sure.
That was the only time I've ever like choked a match or a map, and literally after that map, my ears were like ringing. Like I got hit with a stun grenade.
Give him a challenge, and he always rises up to the challenge. But when he's not successful, it bugs him. It bugs him very much. He's not a good loser.
We turned down more money.
A winner's not a good loser.
Because we're like, yo, this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna live in New York City, like live together in the big city. Like it'll be a movie. Like the money that we're losing is worth it because it's gonna be like a crazy experience. Even though we still got like great money.
Right, yeah.
And it was like gonna be like we had this whole dream and everything.
Don Dada.
We make a great team. We get Tommy. We get Donnie. We had Trey at the time.
Hey guys.
Zero.
What the?
First like few weeks we're in the city was lit. Like, I mean, obviously it's New York City, right? There's so much to do in the city, like best city in the world.
We are upstairs on the roof right now, and this is incredible. This is incredible.
And then going in, everything's great. Boom, COVID hits.
Yeah.
We have 3 weekends in a row, 3 tournaments in a row, a lot of champs news. So yeah, we're at the.
That was it, man.
Yeah, we won a home series there. Yeah, we did. That was far.
That was.
It is a fast 3-0, and what a performance it was.
Mac.
Subliners do it for the first time. The second team.
And there's.
Mac follows me on a different account on Twitter, but Mac and Sib shit on me and my homies on Black Ops 4 in Charlotte. And my IRL friends gave up.
Expectations because we had like big name players on the team, like you and Tommy were playing together again. Like, there was a lot of expectations on the table, and we had to deliver at least one win.
At least one,
At least one, and we ended up getting that, which was good. And then that season ends, and we go into
Cold War.
Back to day 4 of Major 2. We've got a hell of a match to kick things off.
Moscow Game 5. I think we were down like 3-5 or something. We get to round 11.
Here we go. Round 11 time.
I think it became a 2v3. Me and Lamar. I run up to Eskies to pinch them because they're on that bomb site over there. I start shooting them. I get like 2 people hurt, but don't kill anyone. And I'm like, no, we lost. Because I just know it's a 1v3 now.
Yeah. I thought we lost too.
Yeah. And then
He's gonna hit X's. Scump is just holding. Scump is just holding.
As a Greenwaller, this hurts.
oh my God, they line up for accuracy.
That clip burned in my mind. Like, the clip's really burned in my mind, and the reaction burned. Dylan's like grabbing his head. Dylan's grabbing his head, like going crazy. Like that was. I used all my Cold War juju for the whole year on that one play.
Hello and welcome back. It is time for the Major 5. The vet there with them. I swear he hasn't aged at all, but he's been around forever. Dillon, attach, ready to rock.
We were just terrible 2 weeks ago. Then we just beat literally the top 3 teams. Now we're sitting in the grand finals.
You guys go down 0-4.
You're probably like, let's go. All right, they're not gonna win though. It's my birthday. A terrible birthday present would be the team that drops me wins an event. So like they're down 0-4, they're getting slammed. Like they're not gonna win, right?
Time is dwindling. There's the angle. Cleanup wins one. Attach finishes it. And it's done. The greatest comeback in the history of Call of Duty esports.
Yeah, and then another like legendary moment comes out for his career where they reverse sweep. Like, then you do some crazy stuff. Then you super mega reverse sweep 5 maps straight.
Are you kidding me? What a series on a rocker. Mentally to bounce back, being down 0-4.
Like,
what?
I'm actually mind blown. Like, wow, they actually did that. Like, that was insane. Literally a 5 map reverse sweep. And then I remember you texted me right after you guys won. You were like, yo, my bad, we won, but like, don't trip. I'm gonna get you a good birthday present because this was crazy. I was literally mind blown. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then that was like, that's another legendary moment for you guys. No one will ever be able to like. I don't think anyone will ever win a finals like that again. Like down 0-4, 0-5 or whatever it is, to come back and win. Like, that's another legendary moment for you that no one can ever take away from your career, and that's like it's an accolade. It's a big deal. You know what I mean?
I wasn't on Rock anymore because we had been on Rock for so long, and so I ended up joining Vegas Legion. I mean, when you join Vegas, you know things aren't going too well. Theory and San Phoenix gave me an opportunity, and honestly, this Vegas Legion season and MW3, I loved MW3 as a game. I just loved the team we had. We were fighting against all odds. Because most teams are living in the same spot, have a practice facility. We didn't have any of that. We were spread out all over the country. And it was tough. The only time we met up was at tournaments, and I wanted to just be the first player to get Vegas Legion to COD.
This is the team where I realized Gio and Nero were shooters.
We were so close, literally one match away. And if you look at all the majors, we were honestly choking at every major. We should have at least placed top 6 3 times, so that was unfortunate. I just really wanted that. Like, looking back, that season was really special. Like, my passion was so, like, my hunger, my drive was at, honestly, probably maxed out that year. Like, I wanted to make the impossible happen. That's what I would always do in my career, make the impossible happen. Whether it's running through our artillery round 11, coming back from down 0-4 reverse sweep, making a crazy losers run, reverse sweeping a team, then winning 2 best of 7s and 2 best of 5s in the finals. I always did stuff in the craziest fashion. I never wanted to just go win easily. I always wanted to make it this extreme movie-like scene to go win a tournament. And after Vegas, I got the opportunity to join Cloud9 alongside Sib, Prem, Mac, and Coach by Accuracy and Arian. Had high expectations going into the season. Unfortunately, it just didn't pan out. I wish I could have ended it all on a better note. Everyone dreams they can go off on a high, win a tournament and call it quits right there. But that's just not how it went. And I wish we could have done better because Cloud9 was also a great organization. Jack was amazing. Our managers were amazing. And they took such great care of us. So when you have people supporting you like that, you want to do better for them. And unfortunately, as a team we didn't, and as an individual, I didn't either. So it really hurt that it had to go that way. But with actually retiring, it was just time. I'm 28. I'm the now. I was the second oldest Call of Duty player, and I did retire in the league. So I just knew it was time. 28. You want to experience some other things in life as well. You can't just sit inside and scrim all day every day. I've been playing Call of Duty for 18 years. Been a professional for 11 or 12 years. So that means I don't even want to know the amount of hours I've put into Call of Duty. It's something insane, but it just feels like a blessing that I could sit here now and find some success in a career in Call of Duty here, and talk to the community, talk to everyone that's watching this. And
I love them OG jerseys.
The Call of Duty community is just so special. Of course, there's times where everyone's roasting each other. The community's roasting the pros are roasting the community, everyone's roasting each other. But when something happens, the Call of Duty community will always go together and stand up for each other and just be there. So I definitely want to find a way to still be involved in the Call of Duty community and still help out any way I can, because it's such a special place. It changed my life, and I want to help change some other lives as well.
Well, first of all, I have to tell you, he did not ask me for permission to retire. As of late, he had been, talking about, the time is coming soon for him to start to do something different outside of competing. It was quite a surprise to me, to be honest, that it's happening sooner than later, I would say. I feel like because it's been such a big part of not only his life but mine as well. That he's, that he's making me retire from my job of being his HR manager for all these years. I have to say, and I can't say that I'm very happy about it. It breaks my heart, and I'm very sad that that I no longer have to go attend these tournaments on a regular basis, since my son, will not be competing anymore. I've loved the scene for so many years. It's been amazing. And I've had all these experiences that I never thought I would. In that regard, I'm so grateful to my son to want to play a video game. Yeah, it's been an incredible ride, an amazing journey.
Yeah, it was just crazy. And it's crazy to think about full circle. Like, this whole conversation we just had, like, it's starting. I can
Gritting my
literally
teeth not to
vividly
cry.
remember him walking into that hotel room in Anaheim and becoming friends with him there, rapping it 12 years later.
Yeah, 12 years later, over a decade later.
12 years later to now, like, coaching you for your last season and everything, like, it really comes full circle.
Like, for me watching, I was always supporting you and always rooting for you. I'm so pro Dillon all the time. The other time made a fucking jingle and stuff,
Like I started towards the end, I lost the passion. I was giving you a couple .7s. It made it hard for you to support me. It is what it is.
Hey, listen, bro. I this is my boy right here. You know what I mean? And I know how much he's been through. And I loved watching you play. For me, like if every time watching you, like in my head, like I'm always rooting for you.
This is Austin's idea. Some great things we brought over were actually some pictures that
look at them and then sort of whatever's going on, explain them and talk about them.
This one.
Oh God.
Oh man, look at us, Dan. Look at us, man. What's wrong with us? Bro, we look so different.
One of his friends from high school made this big head from Dillon when they attended the Call of Duty World Championship.
This is so crazy to look back on.
You've had a legendary career, and honestly, throughout my whole career, you being right next to me and doing everything you did was like very motivational and inspiring.
Yeah.
So I looked up to you during that time.
Attached and remarkable for that squad.
Yeah.
Oh, I had the cast on my hand. Yeah, this was.
This picture is at Yankee Stadium.
And we're just gonna hope for the best.
Mom attached making me cry for him.
A flawless game from him. This fits fucking insane.
Attach. Showtime. Wizard is going to find a player. It's attached with three.
Most amazing experiences of my life.
We really need to give credit to Attach.
Does it? And he's swallowed by a side. What was the reaction? Oh my God! Attach.
The thrill of competition, when your blood gets going, the adrenaline. Yo, tickle his feet.
Point we finally go, and it's attached. The lone man is attached. Somehow stays alive. Trades back and forth. Attached. Pocket down. Oh my goodness!
We've been through it all. We've been through it all. You gotta hug it out.
Fucking
Come on.
bro.
We've been through what? Over a decade of Call of Duty.
Bro.
Let's go.
That's actually crazy to think about.
That was good work.
Like, going back through all that right now, like memory lane was like.
Too bad.
How'd I do?
How'd I do?
I just want to say thank you guys for everything. You changed my life. You changed my family's life. And I'm very excited to just see where all this goes. Hopefully Call of Duty keeps growing. And hopefully just esports in general keeps changing lives, because it changed mine. And just loved being here. Loved playing Call of Duty every day. Playing the new game every single year. Calling each game the best Call of Duty of all time. And don't worry, after Black Ops 6, not sure what it is yet, but I have a feeling it is going to be the best Call of Duty of all time. So I cannot wait to play it. thank you to everyone that's been involved in my journey. It's been an absolute pleasure. And if I haven't got to meet you yet, I'm still going to be around at some events, I'm sure, to meet all you. And I'll see you guys in the stream, see you guys at other places, and just thank you for everything. I can't say thank you enough, but I will see you guys soon.
Damn. An end of an era, man. Holy moly. I was not prepared for all the people that I grew up watching to retire. So it is mind-blowing, I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, I wish Attach the best. I hope he's on the flank or the watch parties some. I hope that he continues to kill it with content and do things with Call of Duty like he says. But damn, man. That's crazy. Good luck, Attach.
Yeah. Digging my feet and I'm fighting defeat, but soon enough I'ma be winning. All of these songs that I'm making and all by myself, they really ain't taking me serious. Many my